the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass. Time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is February 13, 2025. It is 1:04 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was for this channel, and I read an article and respond to some tweets and put some video receipts of some derangers. So I decided to keep that separate. Now I want to focus on some of the things that happened at the Invictus. There's a couple videos, very interesting topic to share with you. So this is the background. Numbers haven't changed yet as much from the last video. So we're gonna go to Twitter, and this is the first tweet, and I believe it's a video. Okay, so there's this. Those who know the work Sussexes put into making Invictus happen know. Glad he said it, especially to a UK channel. Okay, Harry and Meghan's friend knows what's up. So there's no comment in it. Let's go into it. That's a retweet. Let's pause it. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a screenshot, okay? But just listen to what is being said. Okay, we grab a chat with Michael Buble, backstage and Whistler, the home of the Invictus Game 2025 Adaptive Winter Sports. He, alongside the Duke of Sussex, opened the games on the slope. All right, so let's listen. It's 1 minute and 27 seconds.
How is it for you to be here in Whistler today?
Well, that's a big question, and with a big answer. The truth is, I love Invictus. I love everything it stands for. You know, every night, wherever I am, and I mean it, anywhere in the world, you can find it on record. When I sing the song Home that I wrote, every single night I dedicate it to the servicemen and servicewomen who are a hell of a lot braver than me, who have given us the freedom to be in a place like this and to enjoy each other. And so it means a lot to me. It's deep, and I know how hard Harry and Meghan work at it. I know it's a lot, and I love that I could be part of it. I love that I could represent my city, my country. There's a lot of pride here. And listen, man, the world needs more good, you know, and we need people like you to keep us, you know, to give us the ability to feel free and safe and able to raise our kids the right way. I love getting to be part of this with them. This is not the first thing I've done. I've come to other events, and I've been at other things here with Invictus Games last year before they got here, setting it up. So it's just nice to hang. It's nice to see old friends, and I'm proud of all the work they do. I really am. It's Michael Buble, and this is not just a shout out. This is a love fest and a love message to the British Armed Forces, and saying that you mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to my country, and we love you. You're our brothers and sisters, and may God bless you and keep you well.
That's nice. That's nice. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, beautiful interview. Okay, yes, Michael Buble, we hear you loud and clear. The world needs more good people like you. This was beautiful to listen to. He is such a wonderful man. There's a heart. Love it. All right. Okay, so this is an ad. After this, when do we get to see the veterans? I mean, they are there. You following the wrong page. Yeah, let me write it. Alright, so this is what I wrote. I don't have any more character to add. Okay, if this is what you're looking for, meaning the vet, you're on the wrong page. Follow We Are Invictus to get exact content about the vets. If you're following gossip, fan pages, magazines, or any other platforms than the Invictus Game 2025, you will not get that. You will get whatever they want to talk about. Alright, so there's that. I mean, these people, they just love to complain, following things and then asking for something else. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Is the common sense I don't get with these people? I mean, they probably do. They just want to complain too. But no time for that. This is another video. Oh, that's an article. Okay. There's a video of that I get. Maybe let me go look for the video first. Okay, no. This is something someone sent me. Forget that. Let's cover it. Prince Harry has taken courses on First Nation and reconciliation online, and says he has also heard about their stories firsthand, quote, learning about their spirituality as well as their connection to the land. Like I've said in the past videos, those native people, no matter which corner of the world they are in, their foundation is connecting with the land spiritually, whatever it is that they considered as, you know, a way to balance the earth. This is their connection. But these European come in, they have no guidance or nothing in terms of spirituality. Okay, they might say they are Christian, they're this, but when you listen to them, they're not Christian-like. Okay, I think they stole it and then make it their own, the same way you see that's happening here. Okay, right in front of us. They cannot come up with anything new, but they will copy someone else and then trash the person. This is their blueprint. But the native, they know how to take care of the land. But these people, when they come in, they trash it, and then their focus actually is money. That's it. Money. That's it. They don't have any connection with the land. Like any native have, whichever part of the world that you go. All right? They have connection with the land. But those Europeans, they don't. They have no guidance. Guidance is money. For them, money create, like people usually say, money is the root of all evil. This is their guidance. And this is why everywhere they go, they cause chaos. And what's happening in the U.S., two things could happen. Okay? I think I've said it not too long ago. Could have been last week. Okay? Two things could happen with the past election, with what we have here. Because one thing I realized with America, to make America, things that come from America, they tend to make it popularized it. Okay? The world get to see it. Whether it's good or bad, the world get to see it. So it seems like what these people, the Trump's type of people, want to do is to normalize and globalize those oligarchy type of mentality. Now, we either go with that or we're gonna show the world how to combat these type of people. Okay, we're gonna show the world how to chop this oligarchy type of mentality down, because I think African American have had enough. Okay, when you see the things that so many people envy about America, not now anymore. Okay, not now, because what we're seeing is just pure trash. But when the world look into America, the kind of fun, prosperity, the vibrant kind of things that so many other cultures copy, like K-pop. For some reason, I spoke about this before too. K-pop from Korea, other type of cultural things that African American, hip hop, for instance, as well. Did I say that already? Hip hop, K-pop, copy from America. It's pretty much African American type of things. All right, they globalize it, and people envy it. They gravitate toward it. They're more likely to enjoy it more. But when these Europeans do their things, it's just savagery after savagery. So to get back to my original thought, in terms of popularize, two things that's gonna happen. Either one of them. It cannot be two. Either one of them. Where Trump is trying to globalize, how do you call it, oligarch type of mentality, make it seem it's the norm, this is the way the world should be, or African American is gonna show the world how to get rid of them. Okay, it's either one of them. It cannot be both. And I think now I went off now. I'm completely off. If I knew this was there, I would have put it on the last video. If what is happening now, I think Mexicans are starting to get it. Okay, now it's affecting them personally. Many of them, they didn't really get it. Unfortunately, so many things going on now. Okay, I'm off completely now. There are times I have shown different part of, there's a map that I have in terms of color. People different part of the world, what color their skin should have been. Okay, I've been saying this a very long time. When you look at South America, the skin tone that should have been coming from that part of the world should have been a little bit light brown skin tone. But what we are seeing coming from South America are white skin, like Nacho, for instance. Okay, his skin tone should not be coming from South America. It should have been more like, I would say, like Mexican type of skin tone. What has happened is that for those Europeans to get back to their mindset, to the slavery type of mentality kind of thing, they were doing it quietly. Okay, they're going back to South America a little bit at a time, and they're capturing it, and then put their people into position to give them the access to the land again. Okay, because these people don't want to play fair. They do not want to play fair. If things are being played fair with them, they don't know how to manage. Okay, so they want to rig the system. So little at a time, you see the skin tone become lighter and lighter and lighter. What's coming from South America, pretty much white people. Coming from either Spain, you name it, different part of the world. And I think, I could be wrong with this. After which World War, when the Nazi was destroyed, some of those officers or something, what part of the world did they go? Was it Argentina? There's a country in South America. Let me look it up. Now oh my God, look like I'm going to do 3 videos. I didn't want to do that. I'm talking too much now. That's what I thought. Okay, so this is what I asked Google. Which South American country did Nazi officers fled to? According to historical records, most Nazi officers who fled after World War II sought refuge in Argentina and South America, particularly due to the sympathetic leadership of President Juan Perón, who facilitated escape routes known as white lines for Nazi war criminals. Okay, so Argentina, isn't Nacho come from Argentina? So you have these groups. And there's a lot. This is why many of these people don't want people to learn about history. So little at a time, those Europeans are moving back to South America, not only for the weather and other things, but for the land, because their land, well, now due to technology, knowing how to do agriculture, they have a way to manipulate the system to do it. But pretty much some of these stuff, natural resources, they want back. They want to get. Similar to what they want to do to Haiti, but what they do now, they give Haitians guns to kill each other. I spoke about it the other day, and I read some of the comment. People still coming after me. The root of the issue is education for Haiti, okay? Education. There's so much layer after layer of stuff. Now back to South America. And then through that, trying to get back the land, those Europeans, after slavery and all of that, okay, so now they put their puppet into position, and then little at a time, they're coming in, they're moving up, from South America, and then now they're over here. They're over here back in America. But what was happening, though, they didn't just come like that. And they had the GOP, who had the mentality of the racism, allowed them to fester in the South, okay? The southern states are very racist. They will hold their Bible, pray to whatever God it is that they pray to, but deep inside, after they pray, and they go commit some heinous crimes against minorities, African American, and all of that. So this is what I'm saying. Their gods are not the one that I pray to. I don't understand their gods. The one that I pray to, it takes time to answer my prayer, but eventually I do get the answer. So I went off. Okay, why was I bringing all of this? Maybe when I'm editing, I'll see. But pretty much, popularized oligarchy kind of thing. The two things, I'm gonna repeat myself here, that could come out of what we are facing right now in our lifetime is that African American don't give a shit. Either oligarchy type of things is gonna be globalized, or African American is gonna show the world how to get rid of this oligarchic type of racist mentality and selfish people. They want everything for themselves. And the other thing, now I remember what I almost forgot, is that what some Mexicans are getting now, I learned this not too long ago. Okay, not learned, but I heard about it. I think somewhere in Texas. I'm telling you, the mentality of these people, they don't get it, how much we connect. Not the Mexican. They're learning, but still. But the white people, they know they hire whichever type of people they hire. Okay? I'm pretty sure they had green card. So what Trump is trying to do is, people who are legally here, it seems like, but they're not citizen, they're getting rid of them. There's some people thought they were safe. They had the legal documents to stay here, to work and do whatever. But some of them still probably don't want to lose their, I don't know if it's identity, their citizenship. Because I think once you become citizen of the U.S., you have to give up yours. I think that's some of them, their mentality have. But what Coca-Cola did, because they hire some people, they claim some Mexicans who probably, there's no way they will hire them undocumented. They probably have U.S. Green card holders. Pretend that they're going to have a meeting and then call ICE on those people and deport them. You tell me if this is not selfish. So now that is hurting the Mexican. They're seeing the light now. This is why many African American was saying, we try to help you, we try to warn you, but due to racism, colorism, you align yourself with these white supremacists thinking that you'll be on that table. Meanwhile, we're saying we have our own table here. If you want, whatever, you want to take it. But with the Coca-Cola thing, after Coca-Cola, the factory called ICE on those people, now Mexican, I believe a lot of South American, I think was their number one consumers. After they're hearing that, they're not buying Coca-Cola. So they just shoot themselves on the foot. again, Coca-Cola. And I think the same thing is happening with Target. Target did something about DEI, rolling back DEI. They're trying to align with Trump. This is the thing that some people don't get. Just because they're showing how tough they are, they align themselves with the tough people. Meanwhile, if you look at our history, African American history, even the Haitian, you just think about this, people. Just think about this. You had the oppressor who had the upper hand. They chain you, they do all sort of things, mistreating you, and they cage you, so to speak. But you fought your way out of that without any weapon. Tell me, I mean, there is always a way. God will help us through this difficult time. Okay? So now what we are seeing here, how to fight these people, because to them, the oligarch, the power hungry money people like the Trump, for them, their gods is money. Okay? Anything is money. So now what African American have done with Target, they don't shop at Target due to the stance on DEI. Instead, many people, African American, are getting their membership through Costco, because Costco stood its ground, and Costco have been in the forefront. I need to look who's the CEO of Costco, and it's been at the front line, paying decent wages, and what else? Did not fall in line with Trump. Okay, regarding the DEI. So now so many people, what they are doing, who align with, who agree with what Costco is doing, is getting membership, and now they're shopping at Costco. And they left Target, and I think Target is being sued by their shareholders. So you guys need to look what's happening, okay? So now what we are seeing, we're showing those money-hungry people how we deal with them. Okay, you want to mistreating us. You don't want to give us job. You don't want to give us decent living wages at like Walmart and all of that. But yet you mistreating us. So we're taking our money, that little penny we have, someplace else. Oh, I'm saying penny. I think Trump wants to get rid of pennies. Anyway, I went off. If this topic don't come up, I can't really connect these things for some people. So we're showing the world, this is how we tackle these people. Okay? Either the oligarch mentality is gonna win, or we're gonna show the world how we tackle the oligarch power money hungry people. Alright? This is the blueprint that's happening here. So all those things that people around the world were gravitating toward America was all African American thing. Hip hop, music, cultures, you name it. Things that makes you happy pretty much was African American. And now Europe is going to feel it as well, because the racist mentality, the undertone that was always there of the European, they wanted peace, but at the same time, they are racist as hell. The same kind of thing with the GOP and the US. Once you give GOP power, they go to war. So now we're getting the hint that Europe, you're not going to get the backing of America the same way anymore, unless you align with the oligarch type of mentality. The peace and prosperity of the backing of the US you used to have is due to African American vote. Okay? So I hope people get that. All right, let's see this. What's this article about? This is probably going to be a video by itself. Oh my God. I talk too much. Alright, so this is that. Prince Harry says Invictus Games keep legacy of Diana alive for his own children. Okay, that's the one I have the video of. February 12, 2025. Alright. Vancouver, more than 500 competitors from more than 20 countries are participating in the 2025 Invictus Game, currently underway in Vancouver and Whistler. The athletes who compete have physical and emotional traumas experienced in war and conflict, subjects Prince Harry doesn't shy away from with his own children. It's hard because kids, they always ask the right question, the Duke of Sussex said. So you either shut it down straight away, which I will never do, or you engage in the conversation and you try to explain things. During one such conversation, Prince Harry said 5-year-old Archie, his oldest, was asking about land mimes. Interestingly, he gave me a chance to talk about my mom, his grandma, Prince Harry said, adding that Archie saw videos and photographs of his grandmother, the late Princess of Wales, working with land mimes all those years ago. It produced a very interesting conversation between me and him, different to what I thought it was going to be. Diana, the late Princess of Wales, brought global attention to the lethal devices in 1997 when she visited Angola with the International Red Cross, working through a live minefield after a 20-year civil war that resulted in 15 million land mines contaminating towns and villages across the country. Wow. Canada has been really, really good to us. Alright, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan first went public with their relationship at the Invictus game in 2017 in Toronto, when the now Duchess of Sussex was working on the hit TV series Suit, and the Duke will come visit and make sure no one else knew about it. Canada has been really, really good to my wife over all these years, and it's been really good to us as well, Prince Harry said. Individually with Meghan. This is why when Meghan went on stage and said it feels so familiar, like being home again. Yes, Canada has been really good to Meghan individually and together. Nobody knew they were dating until they decided to make it public. Alright, the couple spent time in Vancouver Island after they stepped back from their royal duties. Certainly in 2020, it was amazing to be able to be in Canada with Archie and be able to go for hikes and among the local town and feel protected, he said. We were here for more than 6 weeks before anybody found out. We were bumping into people the whole time. Nobody told anybody. Wow. I guess they told other people, but it's not too much for a media or like paparazzi culture on Vancouver Island. There was a sense of respect. This is the thing that Harry was saying. Okay, he never said, he wanted privacy. He just wanted to live his life. Just leave him alone. And then the others, they just want to make money off of it. For the first time, the Invictus game will feature winter sport and are being hosted on 4 First Nation Squamish, Musquam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Litwa, which is reflected in the medals by Indigenous designer Levi Nelson. Prince Harry has taken course on First Nations on Reconciliation Online and says he has also heard about their stories firsthand, learning about their spirituality as well as their connection to the land. There it is. That's the thing, connection to the land. There's a sense of purpose, direction, connection, and all of that. But those MAGAs, the European, those oligarchy type of mentality, there's no connection with the land. The food for them, it's money, something that they created so they could oppress other people, take advantage of other people. Because I think at one point, before money, in terms of exchanging goods and services, is through let's look it up. And now I'm curious. Now that I bring it up, is to you give them something that you want. Let's look it up. Let's just look it up. Okay, so there it is here. How did people buy things before money? Before the creation of money, exchange took place in the form of barter, where people traded to get the goods and services they wanted. 2 people, each having something the other wanted, will agree to trade one another. In economics, we call this a double coincidence of wants. Alright? Yeah, you exchange, you have something that you like. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to get into, this one. Okay? But they create money to have... not only to exchange goods and services so they could have control of it, and how to manipulate people. And this is another thing I should have said on my last video when I went on. It's on PYTE. That with media, in terms of how things is gonna be determined in the United States either, because in the United States things to become popular here. You bring it to the US, if it's good, they will popularize it. So what's happening with the oligarchy type of mentality that Trump wants to make it global, but it here, okay, two things could happen. Either it takes off, where it becomes the norms for the rest of the world, or people in America is going to show the rest of the world how to crush it. So the mentality here is that, so we're showing the world how to do it. One of the things that I've said is that people are boycotting Target, and a lot of people are creating membership at Costco because the way Costco is treating the people and stuff like that. And now we're having Mexicans are boycotting Coke because of what they did to some of its workers who were either documented or undocumented. They could probably have green card or whatever, but they want them out anyway. So people are boycotting their drinks in South America. So hopefully now that some people are seeing the light, we just have to do our protest with our money. That's it. Okay, with our money, we're showing the rest of the world how it's done. And then this is not new. I've seen people, how do they call this? Oh my God, they have account on not my king thing, not that, but who usually highlight a different company who's on GB News, because they consider GB News as a type of thing. All right, so they will highlight different companies that advertising under certain TV segment or something like that. So this is how you do your protest, with your money. And the other thing as well is that what African American needs to do is to have their own platform. Okay, before it started where we had BET, but who owned BET? I think is the National Amusement. Anything that's about to popularize, elevate a different group, they went under it and cut its leg. So I don't think BET is owned by. I did look it up. There was a long connection with it. After you look, who owned this, who owned that, it ended up to be National Amusement, I think. It's something like that. It boils down to National Amusement, who own BET. All right? There's so much connection to it. If I go back, because I did a whole bunch. Okay, here. Who owns BET? Okay, BET Parent Organization, BET Media Group, Viacom. That's the thing here. Now I wrote after that, who owns Viacom? National Amusement. Okay? Now, who owns National Amusement? Is this. All right, Summer M, Redstone, National Amusement, Sport B. It's a whole bunch of things. So pretty much the people who created BET is not the owner anymore. So we need to keep our own, because we know they do not want us, African American, okay, the white community do not want African American into their table. So we need to create our own table. I think even when you look at Spanish TV station as well, you know, the racism is there too, but they're about to learn the hard way. Well, they are learning. Trump is letting them know. Okay, I think they themselves, I mean, I don't watch Spanish TV, but I remember seeing not too many dark skin into their TV. So, in other words, African American needs to have their own platform. Okay? And then keep it that way. Don't sell it off. All right? The connection to nature, it was keeping them going, he said. They must look at us and go, what are you guys doing? And the other thing as well I wanted to say is that Harry is showing the left behinders how to do it. That's another thing. How to gain the respect of those people. Because when they, due to colonization, they went to those lands and disrespect these people. This is the thing. People are too nice. African American Africans why they grabbed them and chained them and slaved them and all of that. They were too nice. You have the native. They were too nice. They took their land. All these people were too nice to these monsters. And then they took advantage of it. And there's Harry, who's learning from the past and do not want to repeat it again.
That's not me being paranoid, that's just me not wanting a repeat of the past.
To me, when I was younger, I used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that for you. That doesn't make sense. Just because you suffered, that doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer. In fact, quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences that you had, that you can make it right for your kids. We chose to put our mental health first. That's what we're doing, and that's what we will continue to do. Isn't this all about breaking the cycle? Isn't this all about making sure that history doesn't repeat itself? That whatever pain and suffering has happened to you that you don't pass on?
Is literally showing the left behinders how to do it. I hope one of those kids stumble onto some of the thing Harry is saying and doing and learn from it. They don't repeat those people's stupidity, because I do not see them, those adults over there will be teaching those kids the right way. But there's Harry who's doing it publicly and letting people know. And I hope those other kids left behinders stumble on them and read through it and respect it and try to follow it. Harry is the blueprint. All right, so there's this. The connection to nature is what's keeping them going, he said. They must look at us and go, what are you guys doing? He honored the First Nation in his speech at the opening ceremony, expressing his gratitude for having these games on your land. Stakes are too high. For athletes and veteran Mark Beard, who was a logistic officer in the Canadian Army before recently retiring, the games have allowed him to open up a little bit more, but also be a champion for my friends. That's one of the great benefits of this type of environment, is that everybody who participates in it, whether you're a competitor, whether you're a friend, family member, support staff, they all go back and they try to replicate that type of experience in their own network that they have at home, he said. They're really encouraging those conversations and breaking down stigmas, because the stakes too high to not be having those conversations. And I have to say, Germany has been a very transformative, well, at least to the surface. I've never been to Germany to know the everyday thing that happened within the country. I'm sure the racism and all of that is still part of it. But on the surface, that I'm able to see from the outside, okay, is that they learn from their past. What happened to the Holocaust? They want to make sure they don't repeat that. And what's happening to America now, I don't know if I shared it. I came across some videos where Germans were protesting. I don't know if it was protests or whatever it is that they were doing, how America have voted, because America was one of their allies. Again, due to African American type of mentality and some good, well-minded people who usually vote the right way to upkeep and put well-minded people in position of power to keep those friendship going. But for some reason, this time, the blindness was full-blown to these people to voted for Trump. And now, the alliance may not be there anymore. Okay? So, I don't know the full purpose why Germany had that. I don't know if it was protest or whatever, but whatever they were having, after what America have voted, you know, it's hitting them in a certain way. So why did I bring this up? But anyway, let's continue. Oh, yes. They're learning from their past. And one of the things that they did after the Dusseldorf Invictus is that they're implementing it full capacity for their vets. I think there's another branch of Invictus, and not just Dusseldorf, but in Germany for their vets. All right, so that's why I brought this all up. Oh my God, when I'm trying to explain something, I branch out in so many levels, and then I forgot the key point. That's not the first time. All right, let's continue. Like Prince Harry, Beard has served in Afghanistan. and well as a domestic operation such as the Assiniboine River floods and Manitoba and the Vancouver Olympics in 2010. As commanding officer, he says people will come to him with their stories of trauma and grief, but after years of listening, he hit a point where he couldn't process it. The Taliban takeover of Afghanistan in 2021 made him question his service and reflect on the loss of those who fought he with. Okay. And reflect on the loss of those or those he fought with. What happened is that another thing that should raise some of those people, Americans' eyes. Okay, Trump, his first term, all these people, and I was screaming in some of those videos when I was doing videos talking about those military who die for our freedom and all of that, and the way the mindset of Americans, I was like, what is going on? So that should have given some of those, I don't know, MAGAs, I would say, when they were going to vote in 2024, to think of what Trump had done before, what he did with the Taliban and things like that. These should have been in their mind as they go to the voting booth. Trump went in after so many hard work that was done to capture those Taliban, and he just let them go. He just let them go. And then there's again, January 6th, just let them go. Just let them go. So I don't know what other things that many of these people need to see to say, this guy is not for the country. The thing for him is money. That's it. He wants these people to do his dirty work for him. So he give them the place to create, to do their stupidity. Oh my God, this might be a video by itself as well. Toward the end of my career, I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and MDD, major depressive disorder, and it really rocks me. As I'm reading this, you know who I'm thinking about? There's this doctor, when I was watching the Johnny Depp case, they brought this psychologist, Dr. Curry, I believe her name is, who works a lot with many of these people. This is that just crossed my mind. All right. The Edmonton resident said, I felt like I was broken and that I had failed. Yeah. Beard said he didn't share the diagnosis with his extended family until a year ago when they started asking why he was taking part in the Invictus games. It became a conversation starter for me, and that has been incredibly powerful, he said, adding that it wasn't that he was looking for any type of reaction, but just the ability to share and not feel like I'm carrying this around all by myself. Reading this, you know what crossed my mind? Princess Diana, where she was having depression. Okay, how do you call it? Postpartum depression. And then these people, now her oldest son, carry on that same mentality because they never experienced it. How do they know to deal with it?
Seems to have stuck on and off over the years.
According to press reports, it was suggested that it was around this time things became so difficult that you actually tried to injure yourself.
Mm.
Is that true?
Mm. When no one listens to you, or you feel no one's listening to you, all sorts of things start to happen. For instance, you have so much pain inside yourself that you try and hurt yourself on the outside because you want help, but it's the wrong help you're asking for. People see it as crying wolf or attention seeking, and they think because you're in the media all the time, you've got enough attention, inverted commas. But I was actually crying out because I wanted to get better in order to go forward and continue my duty and my role as wife, mother, Princess of Wales. So, yes, I did inflict upon myself. I didn't like myself. I was ashamed that I couldn't cope with the pressures.
What did you actually do?
Well, I just hurt my arms and my legs. And I work in environments now where I see women doing similar things, and I'm able to understand completely where they're coming from.
The depression was resolved, as you say, but it was subsequently reported that you suffered bulimia.
Mm.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. I had bulimia for a number of years. And that's like a secret disease you inflicted upon yourself because your self-esteem is at a low ebb and you don't think you're worthy or valuable. You fill your stomach up 4 or 5 times a day. Some do it more, and it gives you a feeling of comfort. It's like having a pair of arms around you, but it's temporary. Then you're disgusted at the bloatedness of your stomach, and then you bring it all up again. And it's a repetitive pattern, which is very destructive to yourself.
How often would you do that on a daily basis?
Depends on the pressures going on. If I'd been on what I call an away day, where I'd been up part of the country all day, I'd come home feeling pretty empty, because my engagements at that time would be to do with people dying, people very sick, marriage is the problem, all that. And I come home and it would be very difficult to know how to comfort myself, having been comforted lots of other people. So it would be a regular pattern to jump into the fridge. It was a symptom of what was going on in my marriage. I was crying out for help, but giving the wrong signals. And people were using my bulimia as a coat on a hanger. They decided that was the problem. Diana was unstable.
And so you subjected yourself to this phase of binging and vomiting?
You could say the word subjected, but it was my escape mechanism, and it worked for me at that time.
Did you seek help from any other members of the royal family?
No. You have to know that when you have bulimia, you're very ashamed of yourself, and you hate yourself. So, and people think you're wasting food. So you don't discuss it with people. And the thing about bulimia is your weight always stays the same, whereas with anorexia you visibly shrink. So you can pretend the whole way through. There's no proof.
So I think this is, I don't know why this crossed my mind of Princess Diana, but he didn't share those, whatever he was going through, this vet, because for, whatever reason. But it crossed my mind of Princess Diana. I don't know. All right. More than a decade after he founded the Invictus game, the world is experiencing simultaneous wars and conflict, including in Ukraine, from where current active servicemen and servicewomen are also competing in the game. Prince Harry sees it as a promise he's keeping to himself after he left the British military in 2015 to help soldiers heal. I wish we weren't in this position. That's the thing. All right, now he's repeating it again. I remember him saying it when during the 10-year anniversary. The other day I was I was making reference to that, and I can't find the video, but I know he said it. It is on video. It is on video. The one that I'm talking about, the 10-year anniversary when he was in the UK. Okay, I wish we weren't in this position 10 years later, when there are so many people that need the game, he said. In some instances, some of these people I met 10 years ago, and their background, and they are background again, either as a competitor or as part of the training staff. The amount of growth and healing that you witness is quite extraordinary. As for what the games could look like in 10 years, Birmingham, England will host the next one in 2027. Prince Harry says each host country has shown a commitment to building on the success of the previous one. I don't know. This one, it's like it was in slow motion to me. It looks like they manufactured for it to be over there. I explained that a long time ago. Not a long time ago, in some past video. I don't want to repeat here to give myself work. Alright, what makes this so special is everyone tried to beat the previous host nation, he said, not necessarily by size or by skill. It's how the experience plays out for these guys, girls, and families. This year opening ceremony features star performers such as Chris Martin, Katy Perry, and Noah Khan. The closing ceremony will feature Canadian favorites such as Bare Naked Ladies, as well as American rapper and singer Jelly Roll, who made it seem like he gave the Duke an Invictus tattoo. Alright, we seen that video. Alright, did it actually happen? That didn't actually happen. I enjoy having people guessing for quite a long time about it. Speaking of the star power at the games, Prince Harry says figuring out logistics to find out who's on what tour and where are they at one time can be tricky. But so many of these individuals love and respect this group of people so much that they will move heaven and earth to be here to support them, he said, adding that he's grateful for the support. There are so many people out there in this world who will change their time, but he says he tries not to get too involved. I'm not having to pick up the phone the whole time. I try and leave it up to host nation as much as possible because each nation is different. Otherwise, it will just be my taste of music every single time. That makes perfect sense. This is the thing as well. He's giving. Okay, you want to host it? There it is. This is your choice. We agree with you. Whatever it takes. So it makes perfect sense. This is where he's not imposing his will onto people. He's giving the left behinders all sort of examples. He's right. Because if it was up to him, you will be hearing all of his favorite music all the time. All right. So let's see here. I'm 39 minutes. Maybe I could add some of those videos. Because some of the comment in the article and some of the videos. Okay. Maybe this is one of them. Okay, Canada has been really, really good to my wife after all these years, and it's been really good to us as well, Prince Harry. So let's listen to that screenshot, okay?
Canada so much. Why do both of you love Canada so much? And we're surrounded by Canadian fans.
You know what? Canada's been really, really good to my wife over all these years, and it's been really, really good to us as well. Certainly in 2020. It was amazing for us to be able to be in Canada, Vancouver Island, with Archie, and be able to go for hikes and be in amongst the local town and feel protected by them. We were there for more than 6 weeks before anybody found out. We were bumping into people the whole time. Nobody told anybody. I guess they told other people, but there's not too much of a media or like a pop culture on Vancouver Island, which was quite
There's
nice.
a sense of respect here.
Well, it's also the reason we went to Vancouver Island was because there's no one running around chasing people with cameras there. So we did. It was a bit of a refuge. So yeah, Canada's always been very special. And
Canada so much.
That's nice. Okay, there's the comment here. Nice. Let's go to the next one. Maybe I'll squeeze all those videos that I have here onto that because of the article that I read. I said so much in that video. Okay, Canadian squaddies, this is lovely to hear. No comment here. Let's go into that. I think it's a different part. Reporter, why? Oh, I guess it's the same thing. Why do you love Canada so much? Why do you both love Canada so much? Prince Harry, Canada has been really good to my wife over all these years. It has been good to us both. Oh, my heart. Okay, I think it's the same thing. Oh, somebody says nice here. Tell your wife to stop calling the Paps Harry. Tell your wife to stop calling the Paps Harry. What? I don't get that. Harry and Meghan are the only ones chasing the oh, please. Okay, I don't have time now. Chasing the camera. There's that. Yeah, but most of us don't like you anymore. Okay, so that's fine. So why are you here? You see the video? Okay, let's pause. Okay, so this is what I wrote here. So this person said, yeah, but most of us don't like you anymore. All right, well, why you, that's my comment here. Well, why you exactly here on this tweet? That should be question mark. The second you see his image and or read the caption, you should have ignored the post. You and so many who complain about Harry and Meghan are their fans. Next time, ignore anything about him, his wife, and his little family. All right, so let's block this. I'm not gonna play the video because it's the same thing as the last one.
And we're surrounded by Canadian.
Yeah, it's the same thing, so forget it. Okay, next tweet. I know there was one that was a little bit different. I don't know if it's that one. Okay, Prince Harry talking about how Canada was a refuge for them in 2020 after King Charles took away their security with a 9-month-old Prince Archie. The people kept their secret for 2.5 months before anyone else knew they were there. Canada's been really good to my wife. Okay, so I'm not gonna play it again. Let's see some of the comment. We did. No one in the neighborhood bothered them. They walked, hiked, and visited the local grocery store. Wasn't until the royal family leaked their whereabouts that the UK Paps showed up. And I remember as well, because of the island, they needed a boat to ferry them to Vancouver. Many of the people, the owner of the boat, did not do it. Even though they offered them money, they didn't take it. Alright, strangers kept their secret, but the royal family couldn't. Shaking my head. Alright, let's go into that. See, let me pause that. Okay, so there's more. 9 seconds. You know, since it's there, let me just share it. Okay. Alright, there's the music, so forget that. Let me grab the link. Next tweet, and I think it's a picture. All right, it's playing over. All right, this one I shared it with you. There's the love for Canada and a candid chat with Prince Harry. This one I did share it on my community board. This is screenshot of each part that Harry was saying. That one I shared, and I think I said the video will be coming tomorrow or something. Next tweet. I think this is a video. Oh, you know what? Let's play it again because I love this so much. OMG, why are they putting my sis to this? I will be having words with Prince Harry. Alright, let's go into it so it could be bigger. It will be unfortunately, I cannot play it like that. It will be screenshot still, okay?
2 handles there.
No.
Okay, let me know when we're clear on 4.
And you just keep your body weight back?
Yeah, body weight back, boom up, and go. 3, 2.
No, I really don't want to do that.
Go, come on, you'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Feet up, feet up, feet up.
Oh my god.
Handles there.
Harry is a mess. Harry is a mess. It's Prince Harry's laugh for me. She screamed all the way down. So much fun was had. Okay, she's so adorable and brave. I will be screaming too. Too cute. This looked like a black. Not gonna lie. Used to go turbo bagging every winter. Then she already leave. Oh God. So this is what I wrote before I black her. Okay, Harry feels sorry for people like you. On this picture, Harry actually called his wife to the stage. Harry knows what he wants. People like you want to dictate to Harry of what he should want, or maybe what he should have. Lowercase. You people are crazy to the extreme of craziness. Alright, let's put the E here and then, oops, is it uppercase? Alright, let's put this and then black that. These people are ridiculous. My God. Alright, what else do we have? I think I'm done. The next I think I'm gonna do the next one for Invictus. Let me see something here. Video. So this will be for our part of Pew service. This is a bit more for our part of Pew service. Let me see what else I could squeeze in here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this last video and this last clip into my video, and then we'll do a prayer. Okay, oh well, 17 seconds.
Speed if they make contact. Yeah, it's
Może się rozłączyć jeszcze.
waving a lot and going up and down and up and down the track. Yeah, Thunderbird's got a ton of pressure. So 5G. Speed if they make contact.
Minding their own little business. You have squaddies in the back. All right, that's that. Okay, so let's do prayer. The last prayer that I did, prayer for prosperity and guidance. Let's do prayer for spiritual connection. That should have been for, let me do it before I forget. With the land. That should have been the prayer I said for my last video. So I put here, prayer for spiritual connection with the land. Okay. Oh great spirit, as I stand upon this earth, I humbly ask to feel your presence in every blade of grass, every flowing river, every breath of wind. Grant me the wisdom to see the interconnectedness of all life, to understand the stories held within the land, and to be a responsible steward of this sacred space. May I always honor the rhythms of nature and live in harmony with the worlds around me. Amen. Okay, I think this should, wherever I was talking about the skin tone, people from South America, I don't know if it was this video or my previous one, that should have been the prayer. But anyway, so this is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.